8 signs your child's speech development is progressing well. Parents, have you ever wondered how well your child is learning to talk? Speech and language skills are like superpowers. They help your child share ideas, make friends, and succeed in school. From their first babbles to telling stories, every step in speech development is a big deal. For kids from birth to age 6, these skills grow fast, and noticing the signs that they're on track can give you peace of mind. Some children chatter away with ease, while others might need a little extra help to find their voice. The difference often lies in spotting the milestones that show their speech is progressing well. In this guide, we'll explore 8 signs that your child's speech development is going strong, based on research from speech pathologists and experts like the American Speech-Language Hearing Association, ASHA, and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. These aren't just guesses. They're backed by science and years of studying how kids learn to talk. By the end, you'll know what to look for, what your child's words or sounds are telling you, and how to keep their speech growing strong. Stick with us, because you might be missing small moments that mean big progress, and once you see these signs, you'll feel confident your child is on the right path. Let's dive in. Sign 1. Babbling by 6 months. The first sign your child's speech development is progressing well is if they're babbling by 6 months. Babbling is when your baby makes varied sounds like ba, dada, or goo-goo, playing with their voice and exploring how it works. According to ASHA, 2023, these early vocal experiments are the foundation of speech, showing that your baby's brain and vocal cords are gearing up to form words. Picture 2 babies, Emma and Liam, both 6 months old. Emma loves to babble, filling the room with mama, ba, and all sorts of fun sounds while she plays with her toys. Her parents smile and babble back, encouraging her to keep going. Liam, on the other hand, is quieter. He coos sometimes but doesn't make many varied sounds, and his parents notice he seems less vocal than other babies. They talk to his doctor, who suggests more playtime with sounds and songs, which helps Liam start babbling more. Over time, Emma's early babbling leads to her first words, while Liam's slower start improves with extra attention. Babbling by 6 months isn't just cute, it's a critical step in speech development. It shows your baby is practicing the mouth movements and sounds they'll need for words later. If your baby isn't babbling much by 6 months, or if they only make the same sound over and over, it might mean they need more stimulation or a check-in with a doctor. The good news? You can help. Talk and sing to your baby every day, copy their sounds, and play games like peekaboo to spark their vocal play. If your baby is babbling with lots of different sounds, that's a fantastic sign they're on track. Check in. Is your baby making varied babbles like ba or da, or are they pretty quiet? Your baby's sounds today are the first step to their words tomorrow. If you're finding this helpful, comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me, and if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell for more parenting tips. Let's keep going. Sign 2. First words by 12 to 18 months. The second sign your child's speech is progressing well is if they're saying their first words by 12 to 18 months. These words, like mama, dada, or dog, show your child is starting to connect sounds with meaning, building their vocabulary. The CDC, 2024, says most kids say at least 1 or 2 clear words by their first birthday and add more by 18 months, a key milestone in speech development. Imagine 2 toddlers, Ava and Noah, both 15 months old. Ava says mama, dada, and juice, using these words to ask for what she wants. Her parents cheer her on, repeating her words and adding new ones during playtime. Noah hasn't said any clear words yet. He babbles a lot but doesn't seem to use words with meaning, and his parents are starting to worry. They work with a speech therapist, who helps Noah practice simple words during daily routines, and he starts saying mama by 18 months. Ava's early words grow into sentences, while Noah's extra help gets him back on track. First words by 12 to 18 months are a big deal. They show your child is learning to communicate and understand the world. If your child isn't saying any words by 18 months, or if they seem to struggle with making sounds clear, it might mean they need more language exposure or a professional checkup. The fix is fun and easy. Talk to your child all day, naming objects like cup or ball during meals or play. Read simple books together, pointing to pictures and saying the words. Respond to their babbles like they're talking, which encourages them to try words. If your child is saying a few words already, you're seeing awesome progress. Ask yourself, is your toddler saying words like mama or dada, or are they still mostly babbling? Their first words today are building their speech tomorrow. If you're liking this, Comment number 2 below to let me know you're here, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe and turn on the bell for more ways to support your child. Let's move on. Sign 3. Two-word phrases by 2 years. The third sign your child's speech development is on track is if they're combining 2 words into phrases by age 2, like more milk or big dog. These mini sentences show your child is starting to understand grammar and express ideas, a huge leap in language skills. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, 2023, using 2-word phrases by 2 years is a key sign that your child's brain is building the connections needed for complex speech. Think about 2 2-year-olds, Oliver and Mia. Oliver loves saying things like want cookie or go park, stringing words together to tell his parents what he needs. His parents repeat his phrases and add more words, like you want a cookie, helping him learn. Mia mostly uses single words like juice or dog and doesn't combine them yet. Her parents notice she's behind other kids her age and talk to her pediatrician, who suggests more interactive play and reading. With extra practice, Mia starts saying 2-word phrases by 2.5. Oliver's early phrases lead to full sentences, while Mia's support helps her catch up. 2-word phrases by age 2 aren't just adorable, they show your child is learning how language works. If your child isn't combining words by their 2nd birthday, or if they rely only on single words, it might mean they need more language practice or a speech evaluation. You can help by talking in simple sentences during daily routines, like time for bath or big red ball. Play pretend games, like feeding a toy, and describe what you're doing. Doll eats apple. Read books with short sentences and ask your child to repeat phrases. If your child is already using 2-word phrases, that's a super sign they're growing strong. Check in. Is your 2-year-old saying things like more juice, or are they sticking to single words? Their phrases today are the start of big conversations tomorrow. If you're finding this valuable, comment number 3 below to let me know you're with me, and if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell for more tips. Let's keep going. Sign 4. Following simple instructions by 2 years. The 4th sign your child's speech development is progressing well is if they can follow simple instructions by age 2, like give me the toy or put the cup down. This shows they understand spoken language, not just make sounds themselves, which is a huge part of communication. The World Health Organization, 2020, says following 1-step directions by 2 years is a key milestone, proving your child's brain is processing words and meaning. Picture 2 toddlers, Ethan and Sophia, both 2 years old. Ethan listens when his mom says come here or wave bye-bye, following her directions with a smile. His parents make a game of it, asking him to point to his nose or clap his hands, which helps him learn. Sophia doesn't respond much when her dad says get your shoes or sit down. She seems to ignore instructions, and her parents worry she's not understanding. They start practicing simple commands during playtime, and with help from a speech therapist, Sophia begins following directions by 2.5. Ethan's early comprehension builds his language skills, while Sophia's extra practice gets her on track. Following simple instructions by 2 years shows your child is not just talking but listening and understanding, a critical speech skill. If your child doesn't follow basic directions by 2, or if they seem confused by simple requests, it might mean they need more language exposure or a hearing check. You can help by giving clear, 1-step instructions during daily routines, like throw the ball or drink water. Use gestures, like pointing, to make it easier, and praise them when they do it right. Great job! Play games like Simon says to practice listening. If your child follows simple instructions, that's a wonderful sign their speech is growing strong. Ask yourself, does your 2-year-old do what you ask, like give me the book, or do they seem confused? Their listening today builds their speech tomorrow. If you're loving this, comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe and turn on the bell for more parenting advice. 4 more signs to go. Sign 5. Naming objects by 3 years. The 5th sign your child's speech is on track is if they're naming objects by age 3, like saying car, dog, or apple when they see them. This shows their vocabulary is growing and they're connecting words to the world around them. ASHA, 2023, says most 3-year-olds can name common objects, a sign their language skills are expanding and their brain is making sense of their environment. Imagine 2 3-year-olds, Lucas and Zoe. Lucas loves pointing out things, saying ball, tree, or milk during walks or meals. His parents name objects too, helping him learn new words every day. Zoe knows a few words but doesn't name many objects, sticking to general words like that or thing. Her parents notice she's quieter than other kids and start reading more books with pictures, pointing to items and saying their names. With practice, Zoe starts naming objects by 3.5. Lucas' growing vocabulary sets him up for clear speech, while Zoe's extra help boosts her progress. Naming objects by 3 years is a big step. It shows your child is building a word bank to express themselves. If your 3-year-old doesn't name any objects, or if they point instead of using words, it might mean they need more language practice or a speech checkup. You can make it fun. Point to things around the house and say their names, like chair or spoon, and ask your child to repeat. Read picture books and play I Spy to teach new words. Give them chances to talk, like asking "What is this?" during play. If your child is naming objects with ease, you're seeing awesome growth. Check in. Does your 3-year-old say words like cat or cup, or do they struggle to name things? Their words today are building their voice tomorrow. If you're finding this great, comment number 5 below to let me know you're with me. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell for more ways to help your child shine. Let's keep going. Sign 6. Clear speech by 4 years. The 6th sign your child's speech development is progressing well is if their speech is clear enough for strangers to understand by age 4. At this age, your child should be able to say most sounds correctly, even if some tricky ones like R or TH are still a bit off. A 2022 study in pediatrics found that clear speech by 4 years shows strong articulation skills, meaning your child's mouth and brain are working together to make words others can understand. Think about 2 4-year-olds, Ava and Mason. Ava chats with everyone, her parents, teachers, and even the grocery store clerk, and most people understand her, even if she says wabbit instead of rabbit. Her parents talk with her daily, correcting gently and praising her efforts. Mason speaks a lot too, but his words are hard to understand, sounding jumbled or mushy. His parents think he'll grow out of it, but his teacher suggests a speech therapist, who helps Mason practice sounds clearly. Ava's clear speech helps her make friends and learn, while Mason's extra support improves his clarity. Clear speech by 4 years isn't about being perfect, it's about being understood by people outside your family. If your 4-year-old's speech is hard for others to follow, or if they get frustrated when people don't understand, it might mean they need help with articulation or muscle control. You can help by speaking clearly yourself, emphasizing sounds, and playing sound games, like saying SSSS like a snake or PPP like popcorn. Read books and ask your child to repeat simple words. If their speech stays unclear, see a speech therapist for a fun plan to improve. If strangers can understand your child most of the time, that's a super sign their speech is strong. Ask yourself, can people outside your family understand your 4-year-old's words, or is their speech hard to follow? Their clarity today shapes their confidence tomorrow. If you're liking this, comment number 6 below to let me know you're here, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe and turn on the bell for more tips. 2 more signs to go. Sign 7. Storytelling by 5 years. The 7th sign your child's speech is progressing well is if they can tell simple stories by age 5, like recounting what happened at school or describing a fun day at the park. Storytelling shows they can organize their thoughts, use sentences, and share experiences, a big leap in language skills. The Journal of Speech, Language, and Hearing Research, 2021, says narrative skills by 5 years are a sign of advanced language development, setting kids up for reading and school success. Picture 2 5-year-olds, Olivia and Ethan. Olivia loves telling her parents about her day, saying I played tag, then we ate apples, and my friend fell down but he's okay. Her parents listen and ask questions, helping her practice. Ethan doesn't say much about his day, even when asked. He sticks to short answers like it was fun and doesn't share details. His parents start telling him stories about their day to model storytelling, and with practice, Ethan begins sharing his own tales. Olivia's storytelling boosts her language and memory, while Ethan's extra help gets him going. Storytelling by 5 years shows your child is thinking and talking in a more complex way, a key part of speech growth. If your 5-year-old doesn't share stories, or if they struggle to put events in order, it might mean they need more practice or a speech evaluation. You can make it fun. Ask about their day with open questions like what happened at recess? Or tell them a short story and ask them to tell one back. Read books together and talk about the story's beginning, middle, and end. Play pretend games where they make up adventures for their toys. If your child is telling stories, even simple ones, they're on a great path. Check in. Does your 5-year-old tell you about their day, or do they keep it short? Their stories today build their language tomorrow. If you're finding this awesome, comment number 7 below to let me know you're with me. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell for more ways to support your child. One last sign. Sign 8. Asking questions by 6 years. The 8th and final sign your child's speech development is progressing well is if they're asking questions by age 6, like why is the sky blue? Or where do birds go at night? These curiosity-driven questions show they're using language to explore the world, understand ideas, and express their thoughts. The American Academy of Pediatrics, 2023, says asking questions by 6 years is a sign of advanced language skills, reflecting a growing brain ready for learning. Imagine two 6-year-olds, Lucas and Mia. Lucas is full of questions, asking his parents why do dogs bark? Or how does the car work? His parents answer patiently, encouraging his curiosity with books and conversations. Mia doesn't ask many questions, even when something new happens. She listens but stays quiet, and her parents worry she's not as curious as other kids. They start asking her questions during play, like what do you think this toy does? And soon Mia begins asking her own. Luke asks questions help him learn and communicate, while Mia's extra encouragement sparks her curiosity. Asking questions by 6 years shows your child is using language to think deeply and connect with the world. If your 6-year-old rarely asks questions, or if they seem uninterested in exploring ideas, it might mean they need more chances to talk or a speech checkup. You can help by asking them questions during daily routines, like why do you think we brush our teeth? Or what makes rain fall? Read books and pause to ask what happens next. To get them thinking. Praise their questions with wow, that's a great one. To build confidence. If your child is asking lots of questions, even silly ones, they're growing strong. Ask yourself, does your 6-year-old ask why or how questions, or are they quieter about the world? Their questions today fuel their speech and learning tomorrow. Final thoughts. You've made it through all 8 signs. Way to go, parents. Now, take a moment to think about your child's speech. Are they babbling by 6 months, saying first words by 12 to 18 months, using 2-word phrases by 2, following instructions, naming objects by 3, speaking clearly by 4, telling stories by 5, and asking questions by 6? Or did you notice a few areas where they might need extra help? The amazing thing about these signs is that they're not just milestones, they're chances to celebrate your child's growth and support their voice. Speech is a superpower, and the care you give your child now sets them up for confidence, learning, and friendships. If you've spotted any delays, like missing a milestone by 6 months, don't wait. Talk to your pediatrician or a speech therapist. They can create a fun plan to boost your child's skills. Keep their speech growing by talking, reading, and playing together every day. Sing songs, tell stories, and answer their questions to spark their language. Even small moments, like chatting during breakfast, make a big difference. Your child is already incredible, and with your help, their voice will shine even brighter. If you found this helpful, comment number 8 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe and turn on the bell for more tips to help your child thrive. Hey, race to your child's strong, confident voice and a future full of words.